No pressure.
No pressure at all. All right, guys, thank you for coming on. There's a couple more people coming in the waiting room. Let me let them in. This is our February 2022 Coach Tell All info session. If you have been invited to this call, there is a reason why you've been invited. Obviously, whoever invited you to this call sees something in you and know that you have the potential and maybe the drive and the heart to be a coach on our team. And we hope that tonight, whatever we say, hopefully something like sparks some interest, and we'll be welcoming you to our teams. So that is the whole reason behind these calls. I'm just going to kick off with I'm Morgan. I am a coach. I have been with Beachbody. I actually just had my 10-year anniversary of being with Beachbody, but I did not start coaching immediately. I was one of those coaches that were kind of in, kind of out, kind of in, kind of out. I was more of a hobby coach. I did enough to bring some people in so I could get my products covered, but I wasn't really in it until 2020 when the pandemic happened and the world shut down and I lost my main income, which was bartending. And then I was like, I have this thing that I've been kind of in and out of for a long time. I need to do something to, survive. My husband luckily was still working, but, we both pay the bills. So I decided to go all in and I took off. And that's really, so I want to say that even though I've been with the company for 10 years, I really didn't start coaching until a few years ago. The reason why I jumped in with Beachbody, I'm a performer also. For those that don't know, I do burlesque, I do fire. And it was a New Year's Eve and I couldn't fit into a costume that I've worn a million times. And I was absolutely and utterly mortified that I couldn't fit into this costume that I've worn a dozen times. And I said right then and there, I'm going to do something. I need to lose this weight. And the next day on New Year's Day, I bought a treadmill. I lived in an itty bitty little condo, and this treadmill took over pretty much the entire half of my condo. But I did. I used it every single day. I posted something on Facebook for accountability, and a friend wrote me and said, hey, have you ever heard of Shakeology? And I'm like, no. Back then, Shakeology was only 2 flavors. It was chocolate and greenberry. And she was like, I'll give you a sample. So I was like, all right, let me try this stuff. And I was one of those people that fell in love with it immediately the first time I had it. I loved it. I was like, I need this stuff. And I immediately bought a bag. I didn't sign up as a coach. I just bought the bag. I was going to give it a couple weeks to see how I felt. I started feeling better using my treadmill. She was giving me recipes to use. And I was like, all right, let me buy my first program. So I bought my first program. Back then it was on DVDs. Now we have the streaming service where you can get all of our workouts, not just one. So I bought Shailene Extreme and I started doing that. I started feeling better. I was feeling awesome. And then my entire world flipped upside down and came crashing down around me. Let's see if I can get through this without crying. This is usually when I start bawling. But my best friend, the person that means everything to me in my world, my dad, was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. They were going to do a surgery and they were hoping the surgery would help, and it didn't. And so it was February 17th when they found out he had the cancer. On the 20th, they did the surgery, and instead of it helping, it made it worse, and it spread throughout his entire body. I watched my father, which was full of life, deteriorate in less than a month. During that time, I made the promise to myself that I was going to stick to my workouts, stick to my nutrition, because I started going down a horrible depression. And I used Beachbody as a coping method for myself at that time. So I always say, oh my God, I got through that without bawling. I always say that Beachbody literally did save my life, because if I didn't use that as a coping method at that time, I probably wouldn't be here, because I felt like I lost my entire world. After he passed away, I kept going. 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 I lost 40 pounds. And I kept going. I have completed 26 Beachbody programs. Many of them I have repeated more than once. In this journey, you're going to always have your ups and downs. You're going to have, you're going to lose weight, you're going to gain weight, you're going to lose weight, you're going to gain weight, but you never fail if you keep going. So that's a little bit about my story. Yeah. Holy moly. Just a little bit of tears. Okay.
You did good. You did good.
Okay. So let's get to the presentation. I'm joined by two fellow coaches. I've got Bree and Ashley. They're going to tell you their stories in a little bit too, but let's get into the nitty gritty of this. Let me see where I'm always like, where do I share?
I'm glad you're hosting this because I don't know how to do it.
I do. I just have to, I never remember where it's at. So I have to oh, there it is. I have to search, share screen. Woo. Okay. All right, so we're gonna make this bigger. All right, can everybody see that?
I'm pretty mad I'm not in that picture because I was super duper pregnant and I couldn't go on that one.
It was such a fun trip, but you'll be in the next one. So,
and not pregnant.
True. Okay. So what is coaching? Pretty much, it's pretty simple. I mean, if you guys are already on your fitness journey or about to start one, the first and foremost thing is get excited. You're starting something that can completely change your life, and just get excited about your journey and start sharing it. I mean, that's literally what we do. I mean, it's just like going to a brand new restaurant and you falling in love with that restaurant. You're going to tell everybody about it. So fall in love with what you're doing and just start sharing and talking about it. That's pretty much what we do. I mean, there's other back things, but once you start, it's so easy when you start. You're just going to invite your friends, you're going to invite your family for accountability, to have other people to, cheer you on. So many people always think it's really hard to be a coach and to find the time to do it, but we're here to tell you that it's literally everyone works their business a little bit different, and we all fit this into our busy lives. So let's see, next slide. Okay, so this is who we are. As you can see, look at right here. Look at those abs. Oh my God. She had a baby less than a year ago, people. Less than a year ago. Look at that. Amazing. It's me right there. And there's Ashley, her amazing transformation. I don't know a lot about Ashley, but I'm sure I'm going to hear definitely more about her. She's one of Bree's coaches, so I'm excited about that. So if one of you ladies want to tell a little bit about your story, go right ahead.
I'll get started just because I'm the first picture and we can go in line. So I'll try to be short and sweet. I started Beachbody in 2015, which seems like a lifetime ago. I know that was actually, that picture on the left, I think was 2016. So I started in 2015. When you become a coach, your coach will always prompt you with what's your why. So choose a why, choose the reason behind the beginning of this journey. So my original why, and she knows this, she's not on the call, even though I invited her. She's on vacation, was my mom. So my mom has always suffered with weight issues. And unfortunately, all of my mom's side of the family that has passed away from cardiovascular disease. So it just runs in the family, right? So I want to stop it at me. So my whole why when I first began was my mom and genetics. I was predisposed to all these genetic issues and I wanted to stop it at me. I'd be damned if something happened to myself or my mom that I could prevent with health and fitness, right? So on that picture on the left, I was pregnant with my first son. I gained 85 pounds and I could not get it off. When I tell you I couldn't get it off, it didn't matter what I did. I would exercise 3 times a day. I was eating healthy, what I thought was healthy. I ended up quitting being a coach because I was like, I can't lose this weight. No one's going to trust me to be their coach. I can't, I'm not being a great example for anybody. So I quit. I continued to do Beachbody programs. I didn't stop. And in 2020, I had just had my second baby and the world shut down. So I went from working 9 to 5. My parents and my husband's parents would watch the kids all the time, and my son was in school. So I didn't have them 24/7, but I went from working 9 to 5 to being a stay-at-home mom, homeschooling a little boy who had just started school and a baby. And I was in the trenches of postpartum depression, anxiety, rage. I suffered it all. And I suffered in silence because we hadn't began that like normalizing it yet. So I suffered in silence. I was home with 2 babies. My husband's work never shut down. He's landscape and maintenance. So he was out. He didn't miss a day of work when the world shut down. So I was home. And like I said, I was in the trenches and I needed something. I messaged Christina Delgado, who I have fangirled over for like my whole existence. Every time I see her, you see that red mohawk, like everybody, wants to be her friend. Messaged her. I told her I was interested and immediately hesitated. I was like, I want to do it. No, I don't. I want to, but I can't. I can't afford it. And we really couldn't afford it. We are great with paying off our bills. We have absolutely no credit card debt, but that's all we have. So when it comes to any extra spending per month, it's not a thing because we pay off our credit cards every month. We have that Florida prepaid for the kids. We have life insurance for all of us. So there's all those bills. So there's no wiggle room to spend any extra money that month. And I told her, it'll be financially irresponsible for me to become a coach right now. I don't have that extra, what was it, $150 at that time. And she was like, fine, okay, whatever, do your thing. Probably thinking like, why the hell did you message me in the first place? And I think it was a week later that I messaged her and I said, put me in, coach. I'm ready. And it wasn't a weight loss thing. Yes, I had just had a baby 7 or 8 months before that, but it had nothing to do with weight loss and it had everything to do with mental health. So that is what brought me back to Beachbody. I needed something for myself. I needed to be selfish. It's not a bad thing. I don't know why people put this stigma around being selfish and doing stuff for yourself as a mom, but I needed something for myself. I feel like you, Morgan. I feel like I'm going to cry. But I was stuck inside 24/7 with 2 kids, one that I needed to be teaching things like ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, and I couldn't. A newborn that I was nursing at the time. So I was just consumed with motherhood, and 10 rounds came out. It was April of 2020. And I was like, I'm going to do this cool freaking boxing program. I'm probably not going to lose any weight because I'm jumping around my garage, punching the air. It's not going to do anything. I signed up. I became a coach. I quickly became an Emerald. You guys will learn all these, all this terminology, but I quickly advanced my business. And it was just because I showed up and I liked what I was doing. I posted, hey, I just did this 10 rounds workout. I loved it. I'm sweating. I'm seeing great results. I just got this 6-pack abs from jumping around my garage and punching the air. And what I was really fighting at that point in my life was that postpartum depression, that postpartum anxiety, that rage, those things that I was feeling that I never felt before. When I had my first kid, it didn't happen. Second kid, it did, based on the world around us that was shut down. So I started with 10 rounds. I saw crazy results. I continued on, I did MM100. I did 6 weeks of the work and I just kept going and I kept advancing and I did nothing difficult. And I know that sounds funny when you hear that, because if you're like me and you think coaching, I don't have time. I have kids, I have a job, I have X, Y, and Z. I don't have time to be a coach. But if you just join as a coach because you have this why and you execute this why and you do the things every single day and you just share your journey, you experience this organic growth. All I did was share my journey. I shared my struggles. I shared my success, and I've grown my business since then. I got to go to Las Vegas for free because I've just shared my success as a coach. And I stalked Ashley for like a year. I saw her and I was like, She's doing these Beachbody programs. She's amazing. I used to work with her. I know her personality. She's phenomenal. And every time I'd follow up with her, she's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to be a coach. And look at her now. She's a freaking diamond. So I stalked her for a while. So it's not, I think everyone has this horrible idea of like coaching and MLM and pyramid schemes and all that stuff. And I'm here to tell you, it's not that. It's not that. It's not cold calling. You're not sending out 500 messages a day to random strangers. You're doing what you want to do for yourself and you're sharing it. And that alone inspires people. That is what it's all about. And we're really fun to hang out with.
Yeah, we are.
We have a lot of fun. So that's my story.
All right. Well, piggybacking off of that, like she said, she did reach out to me a lot and I said no. So that picture, my before picture here was right after I had my second baby. That's when I started Beachbody. It was 4 years ago. She just turned 4. And I didn't have a huge weight loss, transformation like some people do. I've always been into fitness. I'm a physical therapist. I help people with movement. That's what I do. I love it. I was a gymnast for 15 years. So I've always been in pretty good shape. So I think a tough thing for me was how am I going to relate to people who maybe want to lose weight? Yeah, I did have a transformation after. So I'll tell you a little bit. I did home workouts before Beachbody. Now I did the whole doing YouTube and finding random things. But it was, I wasn't getting any results and I ate whatever I wanted because I was tiny and petite. And I thought that's always how I did it. And I really wasn't as healthy as I thought I was. So after my second baby, I knew I wanted results, good results. I wanted to lose my little belly. And so I looked at my husband and I said, why don't you do this with me? I'll let you choose the program and we'll do it together. And he chose Shift Shop, which was a 6-week program. We did it. We went all in. We did the nutrition. I lost all the baby weight. I was in better shape than before I had kids, I think. And I was a gymnast. And I feel like I'm in better shape now just from the programs. So 4 years later, I'm still doing the programs, but when Bree, she messaged me and she said, you're already doing Beachbody. You're doing everything. You're posting your workouts, you're showing people, you're doing everything that I'm doing. And I said, no, I don't really want to be a coach. Like, I don't want to sign people up. Like, I don't want to deal with it. I'm just here to inspire, and that's exactly what it is. That's what it is. And everybody that I talk to, it's all about inspiring others to be their healthiest versions of themselves. That's pretty much it. That's what it's all about. My favorite thing is to run groups, accountability groups, and you just show up, you do your workout. It's easy. So that's my story.
All right, let's move on over to the next slide. All right, so why is it now the best time to become a coach? Honestly, it's always the best time to become a coach because we are constantly adding new things to our streaming service where you get all your workouts. We're adding always new nutritionals. As you can see, I'm drinking my shake here. We're always adding, same thing with Ashley. We also have now Body Interactive, which is our live streaming platform. So we have 2 platforms. We have Beachbody On Demand, where you get all of our workouts, not just one, like I got when I first signed up, which was just one. Now you get all of them. You also get our nutrition, which our nutrition systems are super customizable. They're amazing. Like my ride or die is portion control. We also have Tubi Mindset, which a lot of people use. And when you sign up with us as your coach, we'll help you get into the right nutrition program depending on your needs, your wants. There's a quiz, so it's super easy. The videos are quick. It's like I said, it's super, super, super easy to do this. Besides that, the company went public like during the summer, which means that we got a whole bunch of new stuff like the mixed bike. We have cycling now. Like I never thought that Beachbody was going to have cycling, and now we have cycling. And we actually have Jennifer Jacobs, which used to be with Peloton. She left Peloton and she came over to us.
Now she's ours.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, her rides are intense. I absolutely like. She
Did
killed
one
me.
today. It was good.
Freaking love it. Now, do you have to have the bike to be a successful coach? Absolutely not. It's just an extra tool that we have that you can use if you have access to a cycle bike. You can even use that bike. Like it can be a Peloton, it could be one at the gym, whatever, and you can do some of the live workouts with the cycle. But with the live workouts, we have everything. There's boxing, there is yoga, there's cycling, there's strength, there's so much stuff, and you can be part of the podcast if you sign up, which is really cool, and that actually makes you work out even harder. The first one that I was part of the podcast, which was probably not the best person to do it was with oh my god, Jericho, and that girl goes hardcore cardio. I thought it was going to really die.
I love her.
It was so much fun, but I was like, I'm on the podcast. I can't stop. I can't take a break.
But that's the best part of Body, because I get a lot of people saying, especially stay-at-home moms, like those are my people saying, I want to get out of the house. I need to escape. I want to leave my husband. I want to leave the kids. I want to leave the dogs, the cats, everything. And I want to go somewhere. And the best part about Body Interactive is that you sign up for a class. And when you sign up for that class, you got to be there. So that's the best part. It's that accountability that some people are really craving, that they need that extra, I'm signed up for this class at 4 p.m. I have to be there. And now we have that. So it's perfect.
Yeah. Well, and you get that live group experience, which is awesome. If you like group classes, it's great because you can see everybody else. They'll even call you out if they see you on the screen. So yeah,
that's a lot of fun. And what also is really cool, because I know some people that are like, well, I'm not really a program person. Like I get bored. I don't think I can do like a full 5-week program and everything. So we have Body Interactive. You can literally pick a different workout every single day and a different trainer every single day and do something different every single day and get amazing results alongside using our nutritionals, using, the nutrition. There's so many options when it comes to this. It's unbelievable. And in March, we have 4-week gut protocol that's coming out. That I have been seeing amazing results from the test group. It's literally a program to help your gut health. So if you're having issues, you're bloated all the time, or you're having acne and you can't nothing is working. It might be your gut. And this program is going to go through that and help you figure out what foods are causing inflammation or causing you to be bloated. So I'm super excited about that. Like I said, that's just another tool that's coming into our library. And signing up now, as a coach, you're going to get all the launch plan, and launches literally will kick off your business like that. Yeah. Plus, we have the $20 off coupon code now to share with anybody that signs up. So besides, already getting a good, amazing deal on our packages, which we have a bunch of different packages, you can talk to the coach that invited you here about that and get $20 off for the month of February.
It's literally, there's always something. It's either a new program or a new promotion or a new consumable. There's every single month, there's something new. It's like every time I remember this clearly because my husband, when I first started, he's like, you're going to run out of people to talk to. You're going to run out of things to sell, basically. And I'm like, booyah. Every single month, something new comes out, something to eat, something to drink, a program to do, something new. And it's us as coaches, and we know first before anybody else, we never get bored. So
Never.
imagine, imagine the people that are like on the edge of their seats waiting to see or wait, with another excuse. So I don't have the money. I don't have the time. I like live classes. I don't like chocolate. And now we come up with all these flavors. So it's really cool. It keeps you on your toes and it's always changing.
Do you want to add anything, Ashley?
I was just gonna say that as a coach too, you can get into test groups. And something that I got to do was like, so if you qualify, you hit a certain business, what do you call them? Achievement. And you can qualify for a test group. So I got to do the 645 test group over the summer. It was a 13-week program. It was actually the longest program I had ever completed, but it was amazing because you get one-on-one with the trainer. He goes live in your groups. You can ask him questions, whoever it is, but it was just an awesome experience to get to do the test group before the program actually came out. So I knew all about it so that I could help other people go through the program as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right, let's go to the next slide. Okay, who are coaches? There isn't one type. Anybody can be a coach. Literally anybody can be a coach. Let me see if I can move this thing up. Okay. Oh, no, it went to the side. Let's go over here. This bar with all of us is not working for me.
Oh, I made it like a little square in the corner.
Okay, so who are coaches? Everybody. Anybody can be a coach. It doesn't matter who you are, where you live, where you come from, your gender. It does not matter. Everybody can be a coach. Who else? I mean, anybody that really wants to make health and fitness a priority. We have the coolest jobs ever. We literally get paid for working on ourselves first. We get paid to get into the best shape of our lives. We get paid to feel the best we've ever felt in our lives. We get paid to work on our mindset and break the glass ceilings above our heads with all the things that we've always told ourselves that we can't do because, I don't know, like, I want to travel, but I can't afford it right now. If you work this business on a consistent level, you can save to go on that dream vacation. Now, as a disclaimer, Beachbody doesn't guarantee any level of success or income. It's all on the efforts of the coach. But literally, like, this opportunity, when I lost my job, paid my bills, helped me pay my bills. Like I said, my husband and I share the bills. I was able to still pay my end of the bills because of this opportunity when I lost my job. And like I said, literally, who else is going to pay you to feel amazing from the inside out? Your number one job is you. And then you just help your friends and family. Yeah. And anybody anybody that ditches the buts, the excuses, that's who a coach is. So put the notion aside that I can't do this because of this. Yeah, but because you can do this. Everybody can do this. Anybody that's also craving community and friends, I have literally made some of the closest friends ever because of coaching. I got to meet Bree in person in Vegas. We went to freaking Vegas, as she said, for free, a paid trip with a room in the Bellagio. I got to meet her in person, plus a bunch of other coaches. Yeah. Like, some of my besties are coaches that I have met because I said yes to this opportunity and actually decided to start running with it. As adults, man, it's hard to make friends. It really is. Like, it is. It is. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, in high school, you're on teams, you see people all the time. But when you graduate, it's really hard to make friends. And honestly, like, the workouts got me started. And one of the reasons why I've stuck with it so long is the freaking community. I love this community. I meet up with my girls on Zoom to work out. We have conversations. We talk. I love the community aspect of this. And like I said, we have so much fun. We really do. Like, it should be illegal how much fun we all have.
Yeah. And we don't just talk about fitness, and we don't just talk about health. We talk about everything. It's like, I think people have this preconceived notion that it's like, oh, you guys just, sell this health program, and that's all you guys do is talk about Shakeology and, do the workouts, but it's so much more than that. Like, I think I talk to Ashley almost every day. We all like tag each other in the workouts in the mornings that we do. And I talk to other people about, motherhood and that postpartum depression and anxiety stuff. And I talk to other moms we talk about food, we talk about workouts, but we talk about so much more. And like Morgan said, it's hard to make friends as adults. And like, why not have that one common cool goal? Like, if you're already going to work on your own health and fitness, and you're already going to put yourself first, and you're going to do the workouts, and you're going to drink the shake, why not share that and make some freaking money? Like, that's the bottom line. Like, yes, I love what I do. I love being healthy. I love being happy. I love sharing it with everybody. But when it comes down to it, like, yeah, money can't buy happiness, whatever, but it helps.
It does.
It helps when you're making that money, right?
I think,
it's
the
a
biggest
big deal.
thing with this is the community. I would say that this is probably what sets us apart from any other health and fitness app or anything that I've ever seen. The community support, especially within the coaching community. If you become a coach, your support, you're going to have so much support from everybody all the way up on this team. And it's just amazing, because I know that like October is when I hit Diamond, and that was the month where I suddenly had so many coaches on my side, like reaching out to me every day. We were talking, we were coming up with a plan, and then we did it, and we did it together. And that I don't know that I would have done it without that support, because that meant, that gave me that extra push, just that community support. Because it's great. Like, I have the motivation, I can work out on my own. I know that I can, but it's so much more fun when you have other people with you to motivate you and support you, and you're helping them too. Whenever we go through a rough patch in life, like, we're all there for each other. It's amazing.
The recognition, like we literally celebrate everything. And then, like, when you hit an accomplishment, we blow you up. The outpour from people that are on like other teams and stuff too, it's just like our entire, like, I don't know, I think the Beachbody like culture of like community is just so strong, and it's pretty amazing. All right, let's go to the next one.
I agree.
All right. Does anyone want to start off with this one? What do we do?
Well, we kind of talked about it. So it starts with you. The very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to work on yourself. You're going to pick a program or do some body workouts and pick a nutrition plan, and you're going to stick to it. You're going to get results, and that's what people are going to see, and they're going to want to join you.
Yeah, anything to add, Bree?
So yeah, like the slide says, like Ashley says, it starts with you. When you want it for yourself, that's the biggest thing. So I talk to so many people daily who say that they want it, who say that they're interested in it, and then it just kind of fizzles out, and that's fine. And 9 times out of 10, yes, I do follow up with them, but I'm not like, I never want to feel like a pest. I never want to be the reason. I do want to inspire people, but I never want to be the reason to push someone to that point and then them get to a point where they, like resent me following up and all that stuff. So you have to make that decision. It's nobody's decision but your own. I messaged Christina freaking Delgado and said I wanted to be a coach, and then I didn't. And she said, okay, fine. Do what you need to do. Figure out your own stuff. And then a week later, I said, put me in, coach. It has to start with you. If you don't have this passion for yourself, you can't expect to have it for other people. You can't expect to be there to support and hype up your girlfriends and your coaches and your teammates if you don't have it for yourself first. So that's the first thing, is you. You have to focus on you. You have to be selfish no matter what it takes. Carve out that 20, 30 minutes every day for yourself, so then you can grow this team. And you don't have to be like a huge 15-star diamond, crazy achievement kind of coach. If you want to just be a coach and have this little tight-knit group of people around you, great. But I'm telling you right now, it will grow, and it's organic. It's not you cold calling people. It's you want it for you. You post your results, you share your transformation, you share your journey, you inspire others, and they do the same, and it just bleeds out into the community, and it's just, it grows, and it's amazing.
I think you just covered like everything. That was amazing. Amazing. So we can just move on. All right, when do we work our businesses? Ashley, you can start with this one since your lovely picture is there.
Oh yes, that's me. Okay, so like, yeah, Bree and I were talking about this because we both do things totally different, and some people like to work in pockets of time. So you know your schedule. If you have 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, you can do little things here and there. I am the type of person that schedules out my entire day. I have a lovely planner right here with me, and I have literally my entire day planned out. So I know I'm going to do my business here. I'm going to do my workout, and then I have work. I'll go to work. If I don't get something done, I'll fit it into little pockets of time, like maybe answering messages here or there. When I stand out at the bus stop and wait for my daughter, that's usually when I'm following up because sometimes that could be 20, 30 minutes. And what am I going to do? Aimlessly scroll, but usually I'm doing my follow-ups then. But everybody's different. You need to come up with a schedule that works for you, depending on what your goals are. So, if you want to run with this business fast, then you'll come up with a schedule to allow for the time, and everybody has the time. It's all about finding it. We all have the time. We all spend hours on Instagram, let's be honest. And
and we use Instagram as a tool to
right.
Advance our businesses. So, I mean, instead of scrolling,
why not be productive while we're on there?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, connecting with others is a huge part, is the work of the business. It's all about connecting with other people. So yeah, maybe it's commenting on people's things, asking them questions about their life. How are things going? All that is considered the work. I mean, we're networking. That's what it is.
Bree?
Yeah. So I am completely different. I want to be like Ashley when I grow up. Schedule out my whole day. I've had that Rise Up planner in my Amazon cart for God knows how long. So having children, number one, is not an excuse because she has 2, I have 3. Morgan has a whole zoo at home, so she has more than we have. And it's hard, guys. Life is hard. Life is busy. You have kids, you have animals, you have X, Y, and Z. But everybody has the time, like Ashley said. If you're not scrolling on social media, you're watching Netflix, you're watching this, you're watching that, you're doing all these things. And if you really want to make it a priority and you really want to change your own life, forget about everybody else's, your own life, you will make the time. She plans out her whole day. And like I said, I want to be like her when I grow up. And I try so hard. Like a couple of weeks ago, I was like, 4:30 a.m. I am waking up every day and I am working my business and making lists and blah, blah, blah. And then my 6-month-old was like, oh, I'll wake up with you. So he's been waking up in the middle of the night. He slept through the night. And then all of a sudden, when I made this new goal, he must have heard me and was like, oh, I'm going to wake up at 12 and 1 and 2. And so I've been tired. So the mornings I have fit my workout in because that's my me time. But I haven't been waking up early. I have no plan for the day because God laughs every time I make a plan. And I work my business in pockets of time. So if by chance I wake up at 4:30, no, I'm not text messaging anybody at 4:30 in the morning. I get my workout in, do my things. I do work a full-time job. I work from home, thank goodness, but I do have school drop off and I have the baby at home with me. So I work in pockets of time and they're spontaneous. It's whenever I get a pocket of time. It's if the baby is sleeping, the dogs aren't barfing on the couch, I don't have to go pick up someone sick from school. It's within those little pockets of time that I'm following up. I'm making lists. I'm checking in with my challenge groups. I'm checking in with my bod groups. I'm just following up with people and making sure they're okay, saying, hey, what do you need from me? I'm big on that. Like I went so long as a coach being quiet and thinking that I wasn't good enough to work this business that I was like, you know what? Screw that. I'm just going to ask my people what they need from me. Do you need recipes? Do you need me to check in? I asked Ashley, do you need me to push you? Do you need me to be like aggressive and really push you? And she loves it. She's very competitive. She likes to be challenged. So it's just all about how you work your business. We all work it differently. We all are very successful in doing so, but we do it differently, and that's okay. There is no by the book working your Beachbody business. It's whatever works for you, what works for your family, how you find success. And I do it. I fly by the seat of my pants.
Awesome. I'm a little bit of like both of you. Like some days I schedule my day, some days I don't. I am a random person. So like I'm a little bit of like both of them. Just depends on when my day is. Like some nights I bartend, some nights I don't. So my schedule is always different.
Yeah.
All right. Now, where do we work from?
Anywhere.
Literally anywhere. As long as you have one of these, which we all do, we can work our business anywhere. It doesn't matter if we're in the car line to drop off our kids. Of course, we're not driving, we're sitting there, not doing anything. Whether we are in the parking lot at the grocery store, because I have done that. Whether we are on vacation and someone messages you, or you still want to work while you're a little bit of work while you're on vacation, you can do this. We're going on a trip to Punta Cana next month. I am so excited. It's an earned trip that we earned through working our businesses. And believe me, I will be having the best time of my life, but I'm still going to get some work done, and I can do it through my phone. Doesn't matter where you are, you can work this business.
Yep.
All right. All right. How do we earn an income? First of all, this is an amazing picture of us at NLC in Vegas. It was the last night. We had so much fun, and I'm
The best.
going to be 100% transparent. I don't remember taking that picture. We might have had one too many bottles of Prosecco.
No, just 44
Yeah.
over the course of 2 nights. No big deal.
Yeah, hence we have a lot of fun. So, okay, so how do we earn an income? We earn, of course, on commissions and subscription-based. That's like how we like start and making an income. Literally by helping a few people a month, you can like reverse engineer it on how much you're gonna make. Like, do you want? There's a coach on our team that when she first started coaching, she just wanted to make enough money for diapers, so she could pay for diapers. She literally reversed engineered on what you get for a commission off a pack and said, okay, I need to sell this many packs this month, so I have the money that I don't have to take it from somewhere else to pay for diapers.
Yep.
This business, literally, you can reverse engineer it on how much you want to make. If you sell $160 challenge pack, which is what most of our basic packs are, you can earn up to $50 as a coach. So if you sell 3 of those, you've just made pretty much your entire investment for signing up back. Like, you can literally do that within the first couple of weeks of signing up as a coach. So when people, when people give us the excuse of, I just don't have the money, the best thing to say, look, sign up as a coach, sign up 3 of your friends or family members. You're going to make that money right back. And you can literally make it back like in no time. Sell 5 challenge packs within 5 weeks, $250 plus $100. I mean, the list goes on and on. You sell 10 challenge packs, you can make up to $700. What would $700 mean for you and your family to make an extra $700 in a month? That's a lot of money for some people. Even $500, even $100 extra dollars to put towards, your family income is a lot of money. So the potential is like so big, But like Bree says, this is something you have to, if you want to make that $700, this is something you have to do. You're going to have to put the time in. You're going to have to sacrifice little things here and there and stuff, like maybe watching your Netflix show, message people, talk to people, make connections. One of the best things about this business is that it's your own. You make it what you want it. If you just want to make an extra $50 a week, then you put in the time to make an extra $50 a week. This business, unlike working for someone else, the potential, it can skyrocket. When you're working for someone else, you get capped somewhere. Like, you get to a point where you can't go any further. And that's no fun. With this, you can just keep on going and going and going and going and going. This is all on you because you are the CEO of your business and you are the architect of the design for your life. I'm literally using this now to help pay off our ginormous debt because I'm bartending again. So, my bartending money helps with the bills. What I make from Beachbody is helping us pay off our debt. And I'm hoping, because I'm kind of reverse engineering everything, by the end of the year, that debt will be gone. And I will be celebrating like nobody's ever celebrated in their life. Another way you make money is through team volume and bonuses. You will learn that once you sign up and become a coach down the line. You also get matching bonuses, and depending on how far you rank in the company, you get quarterly bonuses, which is really cool because you can, depending on your rank, you can make a good amount of a bonus every quarter. So like I said, it's literally a limited long-term potential with the income that you can make with Beachbody. Again, as I said, no guarantee of level of success. The income from Beachbody Coach Opportunity depends on his or her own efforts. So we have to say that, but it is true. It is. It's all up to you.
Yeah. This business is as big or as little as you make it.
Right. So that's what
if you want to just, if you want that extra $50 a week, that's what you'll make it. If you want to pay off credit card debt and you want all this money, that's how you'll make it. So it's as big or as little, as big or as little. Yeah. As big or as little as you make it.
If you want to fire your boss and retire from your career, you can do that too. As you can see with Christina, which is above Bree right there. Christina was a lawyer and a partner in her law firm. Mm-hmm. She has retired now for I think five or 6 years, and she does Beachbody full time, and she literally has completely surpassed what she was making as a lawyer.
And so she's freaking happy.
Yeah,
she's so happy.
So happy. But that's what she wanted to do. That was her vision for her life. You don't have to quit your job. You could probably, you could totally love your job and just want to use this for an extra income into your family. And if that goal changes later on, awesome. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like I said, this is what you make it. Like I honestly do love bartending. I like getting out of the house. I like meeting people. And even if I didn't need my bartending money, I would probably still bartend because I do enjoy it. So, like I said, this is literally what you want to make. All right. So how do you become a coach? Pretty simple. Speak to the person that invited you here tonight to this amazing call. They will set you up with the best option. They'll give you like all the different packs and everything and help you decide what is the best option for you. When you sign up as a coach, you get a 25% discount on all your products. You also get to start earning money immediately by helping your friends and family. We pay a $15.95 monthly fee. Just like, if you do a fee like a Costco or Sam's Club and everything, but this fee literally is for your website, for all the coach training, for all the back office stuff. So it's literally like you're paying, it's like a $16 overhead. And I know, like, if any of you have ever owned a business, a lifetime ago, I owned a record store. And my overhead was not $16 a month. It was way more than that.
Mhm.
So $16 a month for an overhead is absolutely nothing. And if you help your friends and family to sign up and you make the commission, you're not only going to be able to pay for your products that you're going to have, but you'll be able to pay for that $16. So it's pretty much like it's not there. Did you want to add anything?
The resources on the website are like, and I'm 2 years into it and just figuring it all out basically for the most part. And there's so many things like the FAQs, any question you've ever had about Beachbody can be answered there. The resources, the tips, the tricks, the stories, the slides, the pictures, everything, they give it to you because they want everybody to be successful. So everything is at your fingertips. It's not like when you go and take a quiz on Instagram and it's like, oh, take this quiz and find out, what you need. And then you take the quiz and then you have to pay extra to get the results. You know what I mean? You pay that $15.95 and not only do you get all of these resources at your fingertips and all the workouts and everything and the 25% discount, it's just everything is right there. And you don't have, I'm going to answer this quickly because I've gotten this question multiple times. You don't have inventory. I know that sounds weird, but I got that message the other day and they're like, what if I have all this Shakeology and I can't sell it? I'm like, wait, you don't have any Shakeology. You have no inventory. You have no product to yourself that you're responsible for selling. If 1 month you sell 10 challenge packs, amazing. If the next month you sell 1, amazing. If the next month you sell 0, that's okay. You're not going to be penalized for not signing people up. So I just want you guys to understand that you're never penalized for anything. All you can do is, be successful and achieve great things. You're not going to get in trouble if you don't sell certain things. There's no quotas to meet every month aside from your own. Set your standards high for yourself. But aside from that, there's no, by the book, you have to sell X, Y, and Z by this date.
Awesome. All right. Why become a coach?
No, your family's so cute.
Oh, thank you.
That is Ashley's family.
So yeah, well, I didn't actually mention this, but when I first started, I was working full time as a rehab manager, and I was gone from 7:30 in the morning to probably 6, sometimes 6:30. And I wanted more flexibility for myself. I was tired. I didn't want to spend any time with anybody when I got home. And I now work 3 days from home and I can make my own schedule and have more time with my kids. I got to read with my daughter today before we did this call. And that is my reason for doing this, is to give myself more time with my family and not be working all the time like I was before. So do it for you, do it for them.
Yeah.
And why not? Everyone's reason to become a coach is different.
Yep.
It really is. You just have to have some kind of reason why you want to do this. And if that reason is just to get in shape and have more accountability for it, awesome. If that reason is to be home with your kids more, amazing. If it's just for the community, fantastic. Literally, you can have any reason, but you have to have a reason. And that's what's going to make you stick with this. And your reason might change over time.
Yep.
But yeah, you're going to do it for you. You're going to do it for them. And because why not? Okay. I love this picture. This picture's the sea of red you see here. Every year, we haven't had it for 2 years because of, COVID and the shutdown. We have a huge convention where we all come together. And this is Diesel Nation, which is our umbrella team that we're all of our part of. And this was in 2019. And as you can see, there is a lot of us. And this year we are going back to Summit for the first time in 2 years. I just got goosebumps. And that
It'll be me and Ashley's first time ever.
this picture is going to be so big. I don't know how we're going to fit everybody in it. I'm just so excited. And you can actually earn your ticket to Summit.
I got
How
my
Ashley
free
mentioned-
ticket.
Ashley did is how Ashley mentioned that she was part of a test group of a program before anybody else got to do the program. She also got a ticket for Summit. So she, was not only in this amazing test group, she got a free ticket to this amazing convention that we have once a year, and I'm so excited. We also have a luncheon. Diesel Nation does a luncheon. It's amazing. We do a huge, massive, super workout together with all the trainers. It's just so much fun. Like I said, we have a lot of fun. So what if it worked? What if you signed up tonight or tomorrow as a coach, became very coachable, leaned into the person that invited you here. They helped you, you listened to what they said, and you went running, and this worked. Like, just think about that for 5 seconds. Like, what if this literally worked and your entire life was changed for the better?
Like, what is the worst thing that can happen? You get in shape? That's the worst thing that can happen. You learn how to eat healthier. You transform your mind and body the way that you wanted to. Maybe it's not physical, or maybe you need to gain weight. I've met a lot of people that want to gain weight. They want to gain muscle. Get control of your mental health. It's not all about, a physical thing. That's just a byproduct of all the work that we put into it. The worst possible thing that can happen is that you go on this incredible journey and you transform yourself the way that you've dreamed of from day one. If you don't build a huge team, if you decide that you don't want to put in any effort and make this, huge team of coaches, and you don't want to work the business that way, you still work on yourself. And that was your original why. That was the original reason why you became a coach, was you. You are your original why. Despite the whys that we all have now, you are your primary why. So that's the worst that can happen.
Yeah.
And that's pretty damn good still.
And this quote says that courage has a ripple effect, that every time we choose courage, we make everyone around us a little bit better and the world a little bit braver. And our world could stand to be a little bit kinder and braver.
Mhm.
So like she said, it's this quote, it's a ripple effect. You start working on yourself and everything changes. I just had a coach, she wrote a post the other day saying like how before she signed up and started working on herself, she was just mad all the time. She was irritable. It was affecting her relationship with her boyfriend, now, fiance, that her kids weren't getting the best of her. And then she just made herself a priority, and the ripple effect has been amazing. I've seen this girl from being such an angry person to the most amazing, kind-hearted, like her mindset has like just switched. And it was all because she said, I've had enough. I need to do something and put myself as a priority. So, like I said, just think about what if it worked. Anybody else got anything else to say? All right, then I guess this concludes. We went way over that we were supposed to, but that literally always happens. Like, seriously, I don't know how we can squeeze everything we have to say in 30 minutes.
No way. It's fine. We're the elongated Coach Sneaky.
Yeah. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for listening to our stories and listening to everything. I hope that this answers some of your questions. If you had any concerns or anything, hopefully this little session relieved that for you. If you do have any more questions, just reach out to the person that invited you, and have a fantastic night. Thank you so much.
Bye.
I will send the coaches the recording of this in case you want to rewatch it or share it with any of your friends or potential people when you sign up. All right, good night.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.